Now the next part is to install the camera. It is very important that you have a good camera setup, because this will give you good results if you have the best setup. So the first thing is that the camera, the camera gives a rectangle image. So if you put it this way, you will have the rectangle like that. So you will have the width like this, and this is a 80 degrees width field of view, if you prefer. So usually we use the camera in this position. This is to have the best width, but in some very specific setup you can have it in this position too. We usually just don't advise it because it is usually not practical. So better use it like that. One thing is that when you power on the camera, you will have to wait for a few minutes. So just power it on like you power on the gateway. Make sure that the gateway is connected and the software is started, and then you will see the camera that starts, and you will know if you have an infrared point, a tag that is being tracked, or if there is a perturbation, because the camera will turn on red. So you will have red light that will tell you, okay, the tag is being seen, or sometimes it's because there is a perturbation from another very powerful light source or from the sun. So one thing that you can do is first start by calibrating the camera. So you just put the camera on you attach the camera, you give them the best orientation to cover as well as you think, and then you power them on. You check that there is no that the LED is off, it is not red, because otherwise it would mean that there is a perturbation. So if this is the case, if the LED is red, you will have to put the camera in another orientation or another position, and until that the red LED is off, when there is no tag powered on. So that's the first thing you want to do. Then you will want to adjust the position and the orientation to track the best area. So how do you do that? Usually you take the tag, you just turn it on, you wait for it to connect, and then you will see that the red LED on the camera will start to turn on and off when the tag is seen, or when it's off the camera. So you can start moving around, see for a specific camera how far can it see, and then you can just move and adjust the camera until it covers the area you want to cover. So usually what we do is that we use points on the floor to do the calibration. We'll see that in the next step. But as usually you will be tracking the head of the user in virtual reality, we would avoid to have the camera pointing at the floor. This is not the good way to go, because otherwise you will lose, you will not have the best area tracked as possible. So what we did in this setup is that we installed the camera on the walls. You want to install them as high as possible so they look down, because in this way there won't be anything in the way of the cameras. So that's important to do, put them as high as possible, because if you put at the height of a user, if another user is in front of the camera, it will not see another user behind. So try to put them in a way that you can't hide the field of view of the camera. So we attach them like this, and then we have the tag right there, and we can start moving around and see where the camera are tracking. And you can see the camera turning on and off with the red LED. And for example, I can see that there is one camera that is seeing the tag right now and the other isn't. So I might want to change the position of one of the camera to track it, to track the tag. So this is really a process where you have to move the camera a little bit and multiple times. It can take some times. Sorry, it can take some times. So usually try to find somebody to do it with you. Somebody will hold the tag and the other will move the camera, and it will be much faster. The thing is that you will have to do this process just one time for a room, so that's good. Once it's done, just don't move the camera, and you will have to do it only once. So let me quickly show you the installation we've made in this room. So we do have a first camera right there in the corner, a second one here, a third one just there, and the fourth is here. So the goal is that those two camera, this one and the one here, the goal is that they have to see as far as possible in this direction to have the better area covered. So we've oriented those two camera behind me in the direction right there, and those two camera are looking just behind me. So that's what we try to have, is to have them look as far as possible to cover the best area. We could have just have this camera look this way, but it wouldn't have been smart because the area is shorter in this way. So we have the 4 camera and we pretty much covered the whole room, and now we'll just show you how to start the calibration. One last thing, just before you start connecting the camera, make sure the gateway is fully powered on and the software is running. The best way and the simplest way to know if the gateway is running is simply by turning a tag on. When you turn it on, it starts by being red. It means that it is not connecting to the Wi-Fi and it is trying to connect to the gateway. Then it will turn like a light blue, which means that it is connecting to the Wi-Fi, but the software is not yet running. And there it is a really bright blue, which means that it is fully connected. So what you can do is simply just let your tag on and just wait to have this color. And when you have this color on, it means that it's okay, you can start installing the camera.